Welcome back to Sewing Roundup Week. This is episode 4 and the finale about all the makes that we've seen at this channel, Lifting Pins and Needles. Today is all about the bottoms. Stay tuned. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing, and this has been a different week. It's been super intensive on my part, many eye-watering hours of editing. I don't even want to count how many. I'm sure more than 70 for sure. Every single day I've been making these little clips, and this is episode 4 of the Roundup Week. I decided to separate all the sewing I've done in 2021 into garment types so that it's easier viewing for you. So we have already seen the toppers. There were 31 of those that came up on Tuesday, and then on the next day we saw all the dresses, 34 dresses. I'm showing you the thumbnails here so you can catch up if you haven't caught on to what's going on. And the previous video was all about the tops. There were plenty of tops, 47 of them, quite a nice amount. And today we are going to look at all the bottoms. By bottoms, I group them all into pants, skirts, leggings, short, all those types of garments. So you'll see a nice variety of woven and knits, sporty, more casual, all those things. Now in the previous video where I showed you all the tops I made, there was one I forgot to show. I've combed over my list and there's always something I've missed out, and it's something I've just recently made for my mum, and it's a Presto tunic from Love Notions. So I've made a little clip for you there. So instead of making 46 tops in yesterday's video, I actually made 47. I'll include it here because it is something that I've sewn this year and I didn't want to leave it out because it's really beautiful. This is a really lovely rayon with embroidery all over it. The embroidery adds weight to the fabric, so it turns out nice and medium weight. There is a collar, a placket, that center panel, nice and roomy, relaxed fit. She's going to wear it a lot. Those buttons there that she chose elevate it as well and go really well with the embroidery. I think it's a style that suits her a lot. I added a little extra detail at the bottom of the sleeves, a cuff and some pleats. That's not part of the pattern, but it's so lovely. About Love Notions, next week from Monday through Friday, from the 3rd to the 7th, there will be a site-wide sale, a New Year's sale. Everything will be 30% off site-wide, including the newer patterns. If you have been looking at some patterns, you might want to check that out. Next week, I will leave you down below my affiliate link and also a playlist of all the patterns I've ever made from Love Notions. I have made some special garments just recently that I'll show you next week when that sale is ongoing. So look out for that. Also this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at 5 out of 4, the Pamela top and tunic and dress is on sale. This is a pattern that I've made already. I've made 3 versions. I've included it in my top roundup. It's been one of the favorites. It is for knit fabrics, but it's not a basic top at all because of the neckline options. Sweetheart neckline, the square neckline, scoop neckline. It's got little pleats on the sleeve. You can make it as a crop top or even as a dress. There are tons of options there. And that pattern is 50% off this weekend. That is $6. I do have a video on the channel already showing you how to sew it. So if it's something that you liked, maybe you would like to pick it up this weekend when it's only $6. Getting all that tidbit information out of the way, we are going to hop into seeing all the bottoms. You will see quite a lot of them. I must say, making pants takes a little while longer than it takes to make other garments. At least in the approach that I have a great respect for my fabric. I don't want to mess it up by making things that are not going to fit me correctly. So even if I'm making knit pants, you know, something that could be super simple, I know in my mind I want to make a muslin because there are so many individual factors that go into fitting pants properly, and you know, we all have a different rise. There's so many things that might make a pant fit really well on someone and not that well on another, while having the same waist and hip circumference, which is usually what you use to choose your size. So I have made muslins, I think for 90% for all the bottoms you will see. Not for the skirts though, but for sure for the pants. So let's get on with it. Let's see 32 of them. It won't be that long though because the comments are a bit more simple this time. I started off the year by making the sundial leggings from Green Style Creations. I was literally sewing these on the 1st of January. You know how we all want to get active on New Year's? Well, I was sort of doing that as well. This is a really nice athletic knit, can also be swim, and I've made a dress with it before, and can also be leggings. I really love this V type of waistband. There are lots of waistband options here in this pattern, and this one is crossed over each other with a V point there. Super comfy fit. These are no fuss leggings. They don't have side seams. You just have an inseam, and the waistband, there aren't any pocket options here. But if you want something quick and basic that is going to fit really well, this is a good one. And I have a high rise option. There are lower rise options also. The pink one that you see there was my wearable muslin. The fabric isn't that nice as the other one, but they still work really nicely. And here I have a different type of waistband on the front. It's still curved, but it doesn't have that V point there. Super nice make. I really enjoyed these leggings. Now, you've seen my red tropical skirt paired with other garments. I made this up in one afternoon just because I had the fabric and I liked it. It's a very basic pencil skirt that I make from my own measurements, my own block. There's no pattern associated. I didn't want to disrupt the print there, so I just have side seams and a small zipper on the hip. Nothing really special here with this skirt. I haven't featured it on my channel. I don't have a waistband in there. I just have facings, which I always find super comfortable. I've paired it here with my Pamela top in black and also with my red linen Seychelles top from Itch to Stitch. You'll continue seeing this skirt. Now, why don't I make skirt videos on the channel that much? It's because no one watches them. So I do make skirts sometimes, but I just don't feature them as standalone videos. And it's the same for this next one that you're seeing here, that is a black one. This is a really heavyweight crepe, bottom weight really. And it's also a very simple pencil skirt, and the only special thing it has at the bottom is a small flounce. It's not a half circle flounce at all. I didn't want it to have that much volume, but it does flare out a little bit where that flounce is, and I think it's so pretty. Very easy to wear. I did line this one, and it also has a facing and just a zipper on the hip. I've worn this loads. I pair it with a lot of when you see me styling tops, you will see this black skirt around a lot because it's a staple and I love it, but there's no specific video for it either. I've made 7 new Kiki underwear from Sinclair Patterns. I'm sharing 6 here. One is already in the wash. I've made them all from t-shirts that used to be my son's. They no longer fit him and they are the perfect cotton spandex. I've made them in different colors. 4 of them have the leg bands and I really like how that feels. I've also chosen to do the high-rise contoured waistband for all of them. Feels so good. It fits my shape beautifully. I've made a size 16 with a toe file for all of them and I'm so happy. You can see I've got wacky designs on mine because they were made from my son's t-shirts. You can see Batman, Captain America, all these things. These last 2 are different because I used Pico elastic on the leg openings. You can see how to sew all these things on the video on my channel. I did film everything and I really like these. I will be addicted to making them. Super fun make, highly recommend. So many options here. You have already seen my Luna cami and dress, but this pattern also has a pair of shorts for wovens. You can also make them in capri length, and I use this navy blue rayon twill. They are so comfortable, and the only difference I made here is that instead of doing the elasticated waistband, I just did a yoga waistband instead with a denim look cotton lycra that I use all the time. Super comfy. I brought these on my trip. I am wearing them exactly right now. I've worn them to sleep, around the house, even to go out. So they are just perfect. And they go really well with my Breckenridge pajama top that I made also. Very glad I made these shorts. They're a great fit. And I should make more of them actually. They're just so great. The upland trousers from Itch to Stitch were one of the most satisfying makes. I used a lovely purple linen, the same purple linen I used for my Poas jacket that you've seen recently. And these have all the bells and whistles. They have welt pockets on the back. There is a dart on the back that goes through the welt pocket. The original design has a wider leg, but I just tapered it down. You have slash pockets there on the hip. And there's no waistband here. It's finished with a facing and there's a zipper fly opening at the front. So lovely. They're so comfortable in linen. They're just really lovely. And I'd say one of the proudest trousers I've made this year just because they weren't the ones that you make in a little while. It took a little bit longer, but they are so classy. They fit so well and all the features that there are here turned out super well executed on my part. I did a lot of hand basting. It was a really nice project to slow down with. For all these bottoms that you're seeing, trousers, whether knit or woven, I have made muslins for because I anticipate having issues with the rise. I have a longer than standard rise, and so I have to check before I get into my nice fabric. These poppy pants are made out of a beautiful, beautiful linen rayon blend. More linen than rayon, super structured, and the details of these pants are amazing. I had to only add a tad of extra length to the front rise, about 3/8 of an inch, otherwise the fit was perfect. There is a flat front elasticated back feature on these pants, which makes them super comfortable. The original pockets on the pants are slanted, but I made these ones curved as a hack, just because I was filming a video on how to sew these types of pockets, but you can't really tell, it's black. No one will know that these are not the original pockets. A tapered leg, and I think the print on these pants make them stand out a lot. I think people would look at these pants when I wear them out and love them. I also made a pair of capris, which is also an option with this pattern, and this is a flowery crepe. I've made a bomber jacket in the same fabric in the past. I would never wear them together. I just had enough left to make those. So lovely. With these, I do have the original pockets, the slant pocket openings, and all the rest is the same. Super lovely, colorful pants. Why not? And because Sinclair Patterns has a toe file, it means that the length of the leg was perfect. I didn't need to add length to the leg pattern pieces. It was just lovely, sew up, and they are perfect for my height. So nice. These are my Metro pull-on pants, also from Sinclair Patterns. These have been designed for stretch woven. Stretch denim would be perfect. You could also use a heavier structured knit like Ponte Roma, but I would rather stick to the stretch wovens in my opinion. I think they just look better. And you have all the bells and whistles of yokes, curved pockets, patch pockets. They do look like the real deal, like real jeans. It's just that you have a fake fly front and the waistband is just pull on. There are two types of waistbands, one that is a little curvier if you have a larger difference between your waist and hips, good for hourglass or pear shape. So really enjoyable, really nice denim, also super soft, super comfortable. These are the type of pants that don't make you uncomfortable at all. So nice. Also made a muslin as for all of my makes. I had to add a tad to the front rise, only 1/4 of an inch, and a little bit to the back, about 3/4. And I think the fit is perfect. More bottoms from Sinclair Patterns. These are the Cleo shorts and culottes. I was a pattern tester also, and the ones you're seeing here in black are with an athletic knit. They are the shorts, but a little longer than the original short length, just because I like this length for my shorts. I feel more comfortable like this. They do have a flared leg. Looks like I'm wearing a skirt, but it's more comfortable because it's shorts. Curved waistband, super comfortable. Nice and high rise to hit my waist. And I made another pair of shorts, exactly the same, it's just a different print. It is swim fabric actually, and I love the tones of blue and brown, beige, different colors than what I usually wear. I could actually get wet in those, not that I'm planning to, but they are so lovely. The third one I made different because I made the culottes version. It is my cheeky way of wearing a midi skirt, because I would never wear a midi skirt, but I will wear culottes in this length. I love them. Gray animal print ITY. These have a different waistband. It is curved, but it has a V point on the front. Not that you can tell with the print, but it is a little different to sew. And of course you can see how to put all this waistband together on the channel, on the video I made about this pattern. These are the Palazzo pants from Pattern Emporium, and it was the first pattern I made from Pattern Emporium after collecting their patterns for over a year. So lovely. This is an ITY knit. Super light, flowy, drapey. The print is pretty spectacular in my opinion. And there is a subtle flare and a super flared leg. Mine are the subtle flare, so there are ones that are even wider than this. This is my way also of wearing a maxi skirt look without it being a maxi. I just cannot wear maxi skirts, but I can wear wide palazzo pants like this. They are high rise. I have a neat waistband, pull up, super comfortable, and I have curved pocket openings there. I do show you on the channel how to sew these pockets and how to put these together. There are other pocket options also, a slant, just different looks, but I like this one. And this was a wonderful make. Now we hop over to some activewear, and I made the Cavallo leggings from Green Style. You are seeing here a pair of swim shorts that I made as a muslin just to check if the rise and everything was going to be good. I was very happy with the fit. I didn't need to change anything at all. And I have these super cute swim shorts that I can wear. This is the same fabric you've just seen in a pair of shorts. I had a little bit left over. I could use a swim top and swim with these. The waistband is super nice, and the important feature about the Cavallo leggings is that they don't have an inseam. which is so lovely. And made a proper version, a long one. I like capri length. You can see the seam lines are super pretty. There are some curved pieces, different pieces on the sides, have pockets, a really nice wide compressive waistband that hits the waist, super comfortable. I have pockets on the legs there on the side. It's a plaid print, but sort of cut on the bias, but sort of printed on the bias. It's really interesting, and I had a lot of fun color blocking my print with black athletic knit also. When I wear them, they feel like they're super expensive. They're so well made. I made them, but I just love them so much. And then I repeated the same sort of look, but with another athletic knit, purple tones with black color blocking on the sides and on the back. I do have a cheeky little pocket on the waistband. I added this as a hack. It's a zipper pocket big enough to fit your iPhone or whatever phone you're using, a pretty large one. And that was a super fun addition to add. I do have a video showing you how to add these little hidden pockets to these waistbands. It's really nice and secure there. Also to store other little things like keys or credit cards or whatever. This 4th Cavallo leggings, I would call it a bit of a fail because of the fabric choice. The print you see in the middle, athletic knit, wasn't that great quality for leggings. The compression, the stretch isn't that great, and that's why the black areas turn white. It's just not a great fabric for this type of garment. So I will wear these in the house if I ride my spin bike or do exercise at home, but I wouldn't wear these out on the street because I don't like how the black area turns white like that. A fail on my part by using this little scrap, but it's not unwearable. It's just that I don't like the way that the color looks. I made 2 glissando skirts. This is a pattern from Love Notions that also includes pants but has a skirt, and the 2 versions I made this year are simplified. This is a stretch denim. I just took a larger seam allowance on the sides, changed the pockets for patch pockets, which I love doing. Did not do the zipper fly opening because it's pull on and the denim stretches enough. I have patch pockets on the back, an extra back side seam, and the best feature of all is that I've added a really comfortable yoga waistband. So I'm so happy with this skirt. I've been wearing it a lot since I made it. I brought it over on my trip, the only skirt I brought, and I've been wearing it every time I go out. Paired here with my ballad blouse, also from Love Notions. This is just a staple. I'm going to wear this for so long. The other glissando skirt I made this time is simplified in the fact that it doesn't have pockets. But this is a woven, it's a chambray with embroidery, super expensive fabric. It's so lovely. I don't have a back seam just to not disrupt that print. I did film for you the world's easiest fly technique, zipper fly technique, if you want to see that. So lovely. I've got it paired here with one of my Paddington tops, the one that I made in chiffon. It's a lovely skirt. No pockets because no one's going to see them with that print, and also I didn't have enough fabric for them. For these I made a size 16, a few length adjustments to get the skirt to hit above the knee, otherwise it would be a little short on me. Another super fun make from Green Style Creations are the Spark leggings. I only made one of these, but I'd like to make more. Really nice athletic knit with a blue print. I've also made a jacket in the same print. The nice thing about these is that there's no front seam. So there's no front crotch seam. You know, other leggings don't have an inseam. These don't have a front crotch seam, which makes using prints really easy because you don't have to match anything at the front. It also feels super comfortable. The waistband, as always, is curved, lovely, high rise. The seam lines on the side and the back I always find really pretty for color blocking, and these have pockets on the side. I made a little hack to the pocket that goes on the left side, and I added a zipper opening right there. And that will help me keep something really secure if I just want to go out without anything in my hands. So you can see a little vertical zipper there instead of having that pocket open on the top. These are the Vienna jeggings from Sinclair Patterns. I was a pattern tester in this case. And these look like jeans. You need a knit that stretches and recovers well, that is a little bit structured. I was fortunate to find denim look cotton lycra that is perfect because they actually do look like jeans. I opted to sew in the moto panel on the legs. That's just decorative, and you sew a pin tuck to a piece of fabric before cutting that out. High rise, curved waistband. There is a fake fly and fake pocket openings on the front. At the back there is a yoke and patch pockets. They are all decorative. You can make the jeggings without any of these details and they're going to fit just as well. The second version I made is with another denim look cotton lycra, but it is heavier than the one you've just seen, really good quality. And the difference I made here is that from the knee down, I just straightened out the hem a little bit and made the hem a little wider. They are still slim fit pants, but not super tight at the ankle, and I love those. In this case, I didn't do any moto panel or anything like that. I just sewed them a little more simple on the front, while keeping still the yoke and the back patch pockets there. Love them. And I actually traveled on the plane with those. I felt like I was wearing absolutely nothing. So comfortable. Now towards the end of the year, I am in Chile at my parents' house. That's why the backdrop looks a little different. And these are the vacation vibe pull-on pants from Pattern Emporium. These are made for woven fabrics, not for knit fabrics. And you also have a leg that's wider than the other. You can choose pull on with an elasticated waistband. I chose the patch pockets for mine in this case. There are other pocket types that you can sew. I make them long so that they fit well with a pair of nice little heels, and this is one way I wear a maxi look without it being a maxi, because it's not a skirt, it's pants. My mom also likes these pants. She wanted hers cropped, more like culottes. I made her a size 12, mine are a size 16, and it's a rayon fabric, super flowy. Love how it looks on her. She's worn it out already and she looks so nice. The best thing for her is that it's comfortable because it's pull up and she doesn't need to worry about anything compressing her abdomen. Very happy I made those for her, and it's been a win all around. She's very happy, and if she's happy, I'm happy. I included the Ellen pajamas from 5 out of 4 because there are bottoms here, of course. You can make them long or short. My mom wanted hers above the knee. It is summer here, so these are summer pajamas for her. The bottoms are really well made. They have a flat front, elasticated back. They are pull up, really comfortable. You can sew slant pockets on the hips if you want to. I don't have that in these. And the muslin I made for her in a rayon twill, she's been wearing out and around the house. They are so comfortable. I think you could just make regular pants out of other fabrics. Favorites, how can I name favorites? Look, satisfaction wise, because of the type of project and how many details there were, my purple linen upland trousers are up there in the way that I felt when I was sewing them. So many lovely details. That welt pocket was so lovely to whip up, and really nice technique to hone in on your skills. You just feel really good when you accomplish something like that. They fit amazing. So I would say those are up there in the satisfaction level. In wearability, I say what I've worn the most are my Cleo shorts and culottes from Sinclair Patterns. I've worn those a lot. I brought one of them in my trip, and I'm always whipping one of those out because they're just so comfortable and easy to wear. Leggings, I really like the Spark leggings and the Cavallo leggings. You know, one doesn't have an inseam, one doesn't have a front crotch seam. So those were super fun to put together, and I feel great when I work out in those. So a lot of happiness going on here with making the bottoms. I hope you enjoyed this series. Remember, I leave you a playlist in the description box with all the patterns that you've seen today in the roundup. And also there's a playlist with the 4 videos that compose this roundup week. I hope it was enjoyable for you to watch. I know you are getting the last 2 videos pretty close together, but it's a mental thing. I really wanted to upload these while it's still 2021. I didn't want to leave this pending for 2022. So this is the last video of the year. I hope you're having a great time if you're celebrating. Maybe if you're in Australia, New Zealand, you are already in 2022, but there's still quite a lot of hours here left for that to happen. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you again with more sewing next year. Bye.